So season 7 of the finals has dropped, and I think I can overreact and say that this is the most refreshing season in a very long time for a specific reason that I feel like I've been on about for about a year now. New map, gadgets, skins, battle pass with a new tier that is there. I don't really feel strongly one way or the other. I did buy it this season, but like, I know I'm not gonna buy it every season because it's 30 cash. But like money was gonna come out of my wallet to get the battle pass this season either way, so it didn't feel as abrasive to me, I guess. But if enough people don't buy it, they'll get the message and not do that again. I feel like they should just make it $30 worth of coins to get it if they really want to have that extra tier. The 30 cash was kind of strange though. But anyways, I'm saying it's refreshing because season 4 through 6, they all felt very standard. I brought up the theme and how important that is in a bunch of different videos time and time again. Yeah, season 5 had the Mexico theme, but it felt tacked on as an afterthought. Like, it had a good battle pass, but like it still just felt the same as 4 and 6 to me, which is why in my wishlist video I predicted season 7 being in my S tier, because I was trusting them to not do it 4 times in a row, and they didn't. What I've also brought up a few times, probably not as much, but definitely a few times, is the lore and how that shouldn't be so like backseat and brought it to the forefront a bit more, and they for surely did that in a few ways. Now, there's already videos out about like balance changes and what every single little thing that's new in the season, so I'm not really gonna do that. This is more of like a review in the sense of what I think specifically made this season better, some things they could do better, but not like this little specific thing I have this opinion on. Like, I don't have a strong opinion on every little thing that got changed. But to be clear, just so we're generally on the same page, new map, which is Nozomi Citadel. Heavy has the healing emitter, medium has the breach and drill, light has the heal gun, the practice range got a new training area, the battle pass has a free, premium, and ultimate tier. You can buy old battle passes and or just finish them. There's a new tier of skins called Mythic. You can have a number on your back. Console has text chat. World Tour will give you 2 points if you lose in the first round instead of nothing at all. Every map is in rotation in World Tour, so not just like 4 at a time, it's all, I think there's 9 maps now, so all 9 at once. And the sponsors are CNS and Via. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the new map, Citadel. Nozomi Citadel, I'm gonna just call it Citadel. That is the best looking map by far. Like, you genuinely notice that there is 2 sides to this thing, and they both have their own thing going on. Like, the Via side, Mirror's Edge. If you've played either of the Mirror's Edge games, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, the corporation that wants to like control everything and have surveillance and everything, and we're like, oh, you can trust us, but for no good reason. That's Via. CNS side is more of, I still don't like the word vibe, but they're trying to go for vibes with like the digital whales going around and like the lights, and then like, you know, a little bit of overgrowth in the place. It looks nice. CNS does remind me of like a Watch Dogs kind of hacker in the basement, probably hasn't seen sunlight in like 5 days kind of thing, but their side of the map looks cool. I think they both got their own good things about it. The architecture on both sides is about the same because it is one map that's just split in 2, so that makes sense. It's not a bad thing. And the rift, the line that splits it in 2, I thought it was going to be weird walking through it or like looking through it, but nah, it's not invasive at all. And as far as how I think it plays, most of my playtime on it came out the preview event, because I mean, as of today, this is allegedly better. I haven't played after this first patch, but before the first patch that they just put out, it was like literally 1 in 9 chance that you played the map, so you really weren't playing it all that often. So you could go a good while without playing the main draw of this season. So I only played it about twice when I streamed yesterday. I didn't stream all that long, but still. And then the preview event was straight Citadel on essentially 1 round of quick cash, or no, 1 round of cash out. I mean, I think it plays well, but that's all very little play time, so I can't really give you the most in-depth answer on that. But I used the DMAT on it, didn't have any problems. I wasn't getting stuck on anything when I was running around. The Via side definitely felt like it had more open areas than the CNS side, but that's really all I got to say after my like total of probably like 8 matches on there. And like I mentioned with the patch, I kind of ran over that. Part of it was to make Citadel appear more in the map selection, so like you're playing it more often, because it really just 1 in 9 beforehand, but it should be better now. What I think they should do for future seasons, just take a book out of COD's book. Take a page out of COD's book and just make an LTM of like just the new map, they could do it where it's like it's shuffling the modes, because they have it in TDM, right? So they have it in TDM, obviously quick cash and cash out. The preview event was, like I said, 1 round cash out. They could put that in the playlist, or they could just make it 1 round cash out only, and you can play Citadel as much as you want. The other option would be just make World Tour. I don't think they should do it for ranked, but for World Tour, just lock it to the new map for a day, 3 max. But I think a day is good. 3, no more than 3. It would get too much depending on how much you play. Now the lore, I mentioned it being brought to the forefront more. That's the reason why I think this season felt so refreshing, because it literally put itself into the map, into all the trailers. It's not like a background thing. Like with the sponsors beforehand, we were all aware that there are sponsors in the game, but it was just kind of like pick one and forget about it. And they would decorate the maps, or like have sections of maps that were towards one sponsor and everything. But this time, like, they established a storyline with the trailer, as in via kind of letting the door open for CNS to break in on purpose, so you get this clear reason why the 2 sponsors are what they are. The map and battle pass reflect it, and they can expand on this however they want. I mean, it's a million different ways. It's not like it's just one. They got so many sponsors. I still think they should have the CEOs as commentators. I don't know how that will work with the CNS guy, but they could do it, because this time around it feels like everything is surrounding the theme instead of the theme being a coat of paint over the content. You know what I mean? Because with season 4, 5, and 6, 4 is an exception, because that was kind of like their return to form season and like reestablishing what the game was going to be, because they had the whole rank change in season 3. So like they get a pass on that. That was necessary. That's fine. But then when it's like 4 through 6, it's like, all right, now we're doing the same thing too much. Like the Divide did its thing. The names you can't even tell. There's nothing really to them. Like Rising Stars, Next Stage, and Showtime, it's just kind of like generic finals basically. And as far as building on that, I feel like for this season at least, the commentary is going to play a large role in that, if they want to keep that storyline prevalent and like have people that play the game aware of it outside of the trailers, because you can't rely on trailers for people to just be aware of things. As far as like the larger player base, the core audience, yeah, but like for just casual players and everybody, keep it in the commentary, so it's just kind of a side thing that progresses as they play. But that, in combination with how they incorporated it into the map design, I think is what made this season so refreshing for me. As far as the no weapons being added, it didn't really bother me. Although I will say, with Citadel not popping up in rotation that much, the game did start to feel the same kind of quick. But when you're playing on Citadel, it's fine. And now that it's going to be in rotation more, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but we'll see. The good thing is the new gadgets are, at least the healing emitter is being used a lot, so there is that difference when you're playing regardless of map. The heal gun breach drill will yet to be seen, because it's like your run-of-the-mill light player is not going to be healing you that much, let's be honest. So I don't know how much that'll get used, but it did surprise me. I didn't really think much of it at first, but it heals way faster than I thought it was going to, so it is really good if used. The breach drill, my least favorite of the 3. The flash effect is cool, so it does have that difference from the breach charge and the C4, but it's not like it's going to replace your DMAT or anything. It's kind of like if you play turret or heal gun, it's a good way to get, to breach, since it's what it does. And there's probably some creative ways to use it. I mean, I haven't had that much time with it, so we'll see with that one. The healing emitter, that one's been fun for me. I was messing around with loadouts yesterday while I was streaming. I was using the spear, because I might be a spear enjoyer now. And it was like learning how to just kind of protect the ball so that they don't shoot it. The other team can pick up and grab it. That's the other thing. It can be moved around by anybody, but like keeping it protected in like a dome shield or like behind the barricade from being shot, so like it heals you while you're fighting, and trying to keep it in proximity while you're fighting, like that was cool. I liked it. I like the healing emitter a lot. As I stutter for 30 seconds. Also, do not sleep on the practice range. I was trying the big box battle option during the preview event. I freeloaded for an extra 30 minutes, or maybe it really was just 2.5 hours on accident, one of the two. But I was in the practice range, and bro, the dummies were shooters. I tried it after the season launch, wasn't nearly as hard, but during the preview, they were some shooters, bro. Like they up there with it? Oh no. No. I refuse. Oh, that genuinely scared the crap out of me. That scared the just in time, just in time, just in time. We'll take it. They was on you. Now you can do it with a team, so it's probably not that hard to do with 2 or 3 people, but it was just me and a turret and like extremely accurate bots. So yeah, that was surprising. Like they come at you with different angles and all different weapons. There's even a dagger light running around trying to chase you. Then they have a shooting range where like the dummies move side to side and you try to get a good time. With that one, I think they need to add infinite ammo for the guns, because I was trying it with the revolver and like I was losing time just because I was reloading. But yeah, definitely try it out. It's like the speed running thing we have in the finals now. It's pretty solid. I like it. And when it came to all like the different balance changes, I said in the beginning that I wasn't gonna go in depth, and I'm still not, but one thing that did catch my eye was the flashbang change. Now it seems like a nerf because if you look away, you just don't get flashed pretty much, or like you get flashed very little. But in a fight, I could just lob it, like toss it lightly, like right click it, just step in front of it. So the person in front of me, they get flashed while they're trying to fight me, but I don't get flashed. So I feel like it's kind of a buff and just gives it more use cases. Your teammates, they still might have to eat it if they're not paying attention, but that's okay because we do not need flashbangs having no friendly fire. That would be ridiculous. So I feel like where it's at right now, I think that's a good change. But yeah, as for my tier list from the wish list, I think it's an S tier season, bro. I think they did that. We'll see how I feel about the end of it. Let me know what you think of this season, what you rate it, what you like, what you don't like. Leave a like as well. My name is Kaj. God bless. Bye.